Hi guys, it's Deepesha and today we're going to be talking about chemical exfoliants and what they do, where they are from, how many times a week can you use them, what types are they, in what products can you find them. We're going to talk about all of these things. So if you are interested in this video, please keep watching. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon right next to it, and let's get started. So before we start talking about chemical exfoliants, let's talk about exfoliants altogether and what they do. Exfoliants altogether have one major agenda, that is removal of dead skin cells. Your skin has a lot of dead skin cells that are sitting on top of your skin, making it look dull, making it look lifeless, and that is why exfoliants come into the picture, where exfoliants just help remove that dead skin cells. As you age, you will start seeing that your skin looks quite crepey, it starts looking dull, it starts looking grey, and most of that happens because your dead skin is not coming off, and because of that you need some kind of exfoliant to get rid of that dead skin cells so that your skin looks much more youthful. And because of this, we need to add an exfoliant into your skincare routine. So talking about exfoliants, there are two main type of exfoliants. One is a manual exfoliant and the other one is a chemical exfoliant. A lot of people have moved from a manual exfoliant to a chemical exfoliant because the manual exfoliant sometimes has a very harsh effect on your skin. It is much harsher on the skin than a chemical exfoliant. A manual exfoliant usually is like a scrub that has beads or shells in it, which gets rid of dead skin cells. So the problem with a manual scrub is sometimes it is very harsh on your skin. It can create micro tears, which can cause a lot of issues like pigmentation on the skin. A lot of people try and avoid manual scrubs these days and they go in for chemical exfoliants. So now that we have spoken about what are manual exfoliants, let's talk about what are chemical exfoliants. Chemical exfoliants are a type of acid that is used on the skin and it gets into the skin surface and it dissolves the glue that holds together all the dead skin cells. So when the glue is dissolved, the dead skin starts separating and it gets removed by itself. There are a lot of types of chemical exfoliants out there in the market. So there are two categories in chemical exfoliants that you might have already heard about. One is AHA and one is BHA, and they are not AHA and BHA, they are AHA and BHA. A lot of people call it AHA and it just makes me laugh. So alpha hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acid. The two most important type of acids in AHAs are glycolic acid and lactic acid, and they're the most popular amongst the cosmetic industry today. There are a lot of products that have glycolic acid or lactic acid in them. The difference between both is that the glycolic acid has a smaller molecular structure, which means it can go deeper into the skin than the lactic acid. And the lactic acid, because it is derived by sour milk, it is quite hydrating on the skin. So if you are concerned with aging, you can use any of those two. If you're concerned with a little bit of hydration, and if you have dry skin, if you are concerned with hydration, if you're concerned with flaky skin, lactic acid works like magic. That brings us to beta hydroxy acids. What are beta hydroxy acids? Beta hydroxy acids are a second category of chemical exfoliant. And in beta hydroxy acid, there is one major important acid in it, which is called salicylic acid. A very important acid in beta hydroxy acid is salicylic acid. You might have already heard about salicylic acid from a lot of acne care products. Salicylic acid is oil soluble, which is liposoluble in nature, which means that it gets into the pores of your skin and it will dissolve the oil and dirt into the skin, which is why it is very beneficial for acne prone skin. When salicylic acid gets into your skin, it goes deeper than glycolic acid or lactic acid. So it goes deeper, it gets into your pores and it cleans out all of those pores, which is why it is must for any of the acne prone skincare. You can usually find salicylic acid in a lot of products. You can find them in face washes, serums, and night creams. You can find them in a lot of toners and a lot of other products as well. You have salicylic acid mainly if you have acne prone skin. It works really well. So if you have pseudofolliculitis, which means that if your pores get very itchy and they get very flamed up after shaving, especially for guys, if you're shaving and you see a lot of red bumps, salicylic acid works really well for you guys. So any kind of salicylic acid toner, if you apply it on that, it will help soothe it down, it will help it calm down, and it works really well as an exfoliant. Alright, so now let's talk about how to use chemical exfoliants. There are a lot of types of chemical exfoliants, so how you use it depends on what product you're using. So if it's a toner, you use it instead of a toner. If you're using a night cream which has glycolic acid, you'll use the night cream. So when in the day can you use it? So when you talk about when in the day you can use it, I usually prefer using it at night, because exfoliants are preferably used at night because it can work on the skin throughout the night and just let it be. Overnight it will help release that dead skin cells. Usually chemical exfoliants I like using 2 to 3 times a week. Usually I go to 3 to 4 times a week sometimes, but when somebody's starting with using chemical exfoliants and you're not too used to it, try using it once in a week, then twice in a week, and then go to thrice in a week if you want. Other than that, I don't think it's much necessary to use it every day unless it's in a toner or a face wash which is very mild on the skin. If you're using a serum or a night cream, use it only 2 to 3 times a week. There is a huge myth out there that you cannot use retinols with chemical exfoliants, and that is completely wrong. You can definitely use retinols and chemical exfoliants together as long as it suits your skin, as long as you are not getting as sensitive or so sensitive that you look super red or your skin is burning. If it's like that, then try and cut them down or try and use them alternate or try and use them on different days. But if it suits your skin or if your skin is strong enough, you can definitely use chemical exfoliants and retinol together. The main work of retinol is to get into the skin and make the skin produce more healthy cells. It does not remove the dead skin cells. It's not an exfoliant. So when you talk about using a chemical exfoliant with a retinol, it is actually a good idea because both of them go hand in hand. They work for each other really well. So the last thing we're going to talk about are the products that you've been waiting for to see. All of these products either have glycolic acid, salicylic acid or lactic acid in them. So I'm going to show you those. These are a variant type of product, so you can use them in different types, and I'm going to tell you how they can be used in different skin types if you can use one product over the other. So let's go through all of these products. So the first product I have here is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash. This product is a face wash and it contains salicylic acid in it. This is amazing for acne prone skin. So if you regularly need a face wash and you use a lot of makeup, even if you're not acne prone skin, if you use a lot of makeup and if you use something that blocks your pores all the time, you can definitely use this to clear out your pores. So if you're using a salicylic acid in the face wash, it is very gentle. It will help with removing all the oil and all the debris that is sitting inside your pores. And if you're dry skin and if you need something, if you're regularly using makeup and if you need something to get rid of those bumps into your skin, and if you're feeling a lot of congestion into your skin, a salicylic acid face wash would really help. Once or twice or thrice in a week if you're dry skin. If you're oily skin, you can use this regularly and it will work really well. Next we have the Plum Green Tea Alcohol Free Toner. This is very good for exfoliating the skin throughout. So when you use it as a toner, it's still quite gentle on the skin, but it does the job of removing the dead skin cells. Next I have a salicylic acid right here. This is the Sunday Riley UFO Acne Treatment Face Oil. This is a dry oil that consists of 1.5% of salicylic acid in it. It's very good for anybody who is acne prone skin. This works like magic for them. If you are regularly using makeup or if you're regularly having acne breakouts on your skin, you really need to try this out. This works really well. I have a small Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I've been using this for over half a month now and it works really well. This is a mixture of alpha hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acid, which is a mixture of glycolic acid and salicylic acid, which is amazing for anybody, any type of skin that needs a chemical exfoliant. This works so good. It is expensive but it's really good. I really like it. It has AHA and BHA both in it because it works inside your pores also. It helps clearing out your breakouts. It also helps clearing out your complexion, so it works really well. It's good for any type of skin except for sensitive. If you're a sensitive skin type, try mixing this with a moisturizer. It works really well. Again, from the Plum green tea range, we have the Green Tea Renewed Clarity Night Gel. This has glycolic acid as well, and it's a very gel-like consistency, so you can use it all over your face. If you have acne breakouts, this works like magic. Even if it has glycolic acid, it still works really well on your skin. If you have a lot of graying of the skin, and if you are looking for an affordable night cream or night gel or something like that, this works really well. So when you're using this, I just want to say, don't use any thicker products before it, because it's like a gel-like consistency. You need to use your serums, and then after the serums you use this. Next, I have the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is really good. It's very watery formula, so you can use it right after your toner. It has 10% of lactic acid, so it's very good in improving the complexion of your skin. If you're having a little bit of dead skin build-up, if you're feeling a little bit dull, this works really well because it also hydrates the skin while removing the dead skin cells. Another one with lactic acid I have here is the Sunday Riley Good Genes. This works so well, but it's very expensive. Comparatively, both of them do the same work. The Ordinary one is much more cheaper than the Sunday Riley Good Genes one. This I only use when I have something very important coming up next day, or I really want that boost to my skin. This works really well. I love this one, but it's quite expensive, so I can give this one as an alternative. This also has slight bit of creamy kind of formula. It is not completely a cream formula. It is more like a serum cream formula, so you can use it before your moisturizers. The last thing we have here is the Plum Green Tea range, the last moisturizer. This one is a day cream, which also has glycolic acid in it. So you can choose and use whatever you want, whatever you feel like. This is a moisturizer, so you will use this after a serum. This works really well on the skin. I feel like I love the combination of the toner of the Plum and this night gel. It works really well in sync together. So if you are having an acne issue, and if you're looking for an affordable skin regime, the Plum Green Tea range is perfect for you. I've done a whole review on the Plum Green Tea range, so if you want to have a look, I'm going to put it right up here. Alright guys, these are the acid chemical exfoliants that I use on my skin regularly. I really love these. Regularly means I do not use them daily. I use them twice, 2 to 3 times a week, and that's about it. I really love these products, and if you have any questions, or if you have any questions regarding any other products, I might have tried it before and I might not have it on me. So if you have any questions about any other chemical exfoliants, or if you have any other questions at all about chemical exfoliants, leave them down in the comments section below, and I will definitely reply to all of you. Alright guys, that is it for the video. If you like this video, found it helpful, do give this video a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon right next to it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.